I will now address you, Mr. Mwetwa, MP. Mr. Mwetwa, MP, your description of our Honor the Vice President as shallow and shameful amounted to a personal attack on our Honor the Vice President. This is because the words shallow and shameful were deployed to describe her Honor the Vice President, and in view of the position she holds as Vice President of the Republic of Zambia and leader of government business in the House, your description of her in those terms were demeaning and highly disrespectful. As a long-serving member of this august House, it is most unfortunate that you conducted yourself in the manner you did. And your misconduct has the potential of lowering the integrity and decorum of this House. Both as an honorable member, your conduct should be above reproach, both in and outside the House. The House is, in this regard, extremely displeased with your conduct. I expect that in future you will abide by the rules of the House and avoid such misconduct. A repetition of such misconduct would definitely attract a stiffer penalty. You may proceed to tender your apology.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for inviting me to this House. I was last year in March. And thank you, Mr. Speaker, for asking me to come and apologize for a statement I made in reference to the statement made by Her Honor the Vice President in what I believe was in furtherance of my enjoyment of my freedom of speech as entrenched in the Bill of Rights of the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia. Mr. Speaker, asking me to apologize is like asking me to stop breathing. I made it abundantly clear to your committee
Honorable member, take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat. You have been advised of the proceedings, and I believe you were approached by the clerk of the National Assembly, and you are not the first one requested to apologize in the circumstances that I have outlined. So as you give you the liberty to follow a very well-established procedure for tendering an apology. Honorable member for Choma Central.
Mr. Speaker, the person who should apologize is the Vice President for misleading the nation that we, the opposition,
Honorable member for Choma,
gassing.
take a seat. Is it your position that you've refused to apologize?
I can't apologize for enjoying my freedom of speech.
It's a
Not
very
me,
simple
Mr.
question.
Speaker. This is the reason why we continue in this House.
Take a
No
seat.
way.
Take a seat.
No way. Punish
Take
me
a
for what
seat.
I have done wrong, not for no wrongdoing.
Take a
No.
seat. Take your seat. It's a very simple question that I've posed to you.
There's nothing like this.
Either you apologize or you don't, and then we proceed. We can't spend the rest of our time on this. Either you accept to apologize or you refuse. It's as simple. You don't have to offer an explanation.
Mr. Speaker, I communicated to management yesterday that I can't apologize for no wrongdoing.
So you have refused.
I am not apologizing.
Take a seat. Take a seat. So for the record, Honorable Mwetwa, Member of Parliament for Choma Central, has refused to apologize to Her Honor the Vice President. We'll proceed. Our Honor the Vice President will now indicate business of the House for next week.